Hey guys, this is Josh, Director of Coaching at P4S Golf, where we drive golf performance. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about speed and distance. Most golfers will come to us because they want to gain club head speed. The other golfer might be coming to us because they can't play because they're in pain and they want to get out of pain so they can play more and probably hit the ball a little bit further. So if you're either one of those golfers, this video is going to be great for you. A couple reasons why golfers don't hit the ball further. One, they may have mobility restrictions. Okay, so first thing, make sure you're able to rotate around the trunk, shoulders, neck, and hips. Those are our four main rotary centers. If you can't rotate well in those four areas, those are non-negotiables. So if you don't have adequate rotation, you're leaving a lot of yards on the table, okay? So go to the description. The link is there for our free home mobility assessment. You can check and see how you stack up and if you're mobile enough to swing the club as well as you need to hit the ball far. If your mobility is fine and you're working out and you're trying to get stronger and you are getting stronger but you're not hitting the ball further, it could be a case of if you're getting stronger but you're not getting more yards or more club head speed, you may not be using the ground correctly. Now you may have heard that term before, using the ground or ground reaction forces is the big buzzword in golf in the last few years. And that simply refers to how much force the golfer is putting down into the ground and in what way the golfer is putting force into the ground. So we have really fancy high-tech equipment called ground force plates that measure vertical forces straight down, they measure horizontal or lateral forces left and right, and they measure torsional forces or like toe to heel forces, the rotational forces that you put down through the ground. And what we've found is that the golfers that swing the club the fastest tend to have the greatest trail side to lead side, so that's a horizontal transfer. And they also have, and this is what most people don't realize, a really good vertical down force through the lead, especially the lead leg, early in the downswing. So, and this is where most golfers get tripped up in terms of trying to get more club head speed, is that they're peaking out in their vertical down force in that lead leg more at impact. So they're kind of getting onto that left side right at impact, whereas the faster swingers, the golfers that are swinging it 150, 120, and sometimes 140 or 50 miles per hour, they're peaking out vertical downforce in that lead leg really early in the downswing. Like here, that lead leg is driving through the ground. That's why you see their feet come off the ground. It's because they're putting so much force into the ground that they actually break contact with the ground. That's where you can gain a lot of yards. And I'm gonna show you two really simple drills with a medicine ball that are going to help you improve that sequencing and so that you can use the ground better. All you need is a medicine ball. I would say relatively light medicine ball, no more than 10 pounds, probably 8 or 10 pounds is ideal. And you need one that does not bounce. Otherwise you might get a medicine ball back in the teeth or the nose and that's going to be no fun. So you're going to take the medicine ball and set up. The first one is called a toe to heel. Okay, slam. I'm gonna put, I'd say 90% of my weight on this front foot, all right? I've got this leg here, it's more for balance. I'm really loading this and I'm lifting my heel so the weight's on the toe. I'm gonna try and drive my heel through the floor. That's the goal of this drill, is to push my heel through the floor. And doing that, I'm gonna hold the ball here. If I drive this heel through the floor, you'll see the ball wants to come down towards the ground because this hip is pulling backwards. That's what's gonna pull the ball down into the ground. So I'm gonna load this front toe, heel off the floor, I'm gonna get loaded up here, and I'm gonna drive this heel through the ground, and the ball slams into the floor. You can see this hip has pulled back. My toe is actually lifted off the ground. You might even find that your heel gets off the ground a little bit, all right? So I'm gonna load, get on that toe, one, and slam the heel into the floor, and the ball will come down towards the ground. That hip pulls back. So that's this in your sequencing. We want that in your swing, lead toe to heel, and the hip pulls back to bring the arms through. We're not falling back. We're driving this heel through the ground to bring the arms through. So that is number one drill. Toe to heel forces 1, 2. Second drill, very similar, is going to be in a slightly split stance, kind of a squat slam. So we're going to take the medicine ball in just a split stance, but I'm going to have my weight about 50-50. I'm going to load some weight into this this trail foot on the backswing. So I'm gonna bring it here. I'm gonna load into this heel, there, squat, and then I'm gonna drive the legs through the ground to squat, and then drive the ball down. So we're getting that vertical down force through the ground. From here, I'm gonna load 1, 2, and 3. So you can see it here. I'm really loading this hip. I'll turn this way so you can see. 1, squat, and you can see this hip really drives through the ground to pull the arms out of the, arms down and through, bring it up. 1, 2, and 3. So you can get a good idea there how much vertical force I'm putting down through the ground. I'm not using my arms a lot. I'm really focusing on pushing this foot through the floor, and you can see how my arms want to drive through if I get that ground reaction force in the right sequence. So those 2 drills, you can do 2 or 3 sets of 5 to 6 reps just on that dominant side is fine, okay? Because this is the pattern that you're gonna want driving into that lead leg. So you can practice those 2 to 3 times a week. That's gonna help you get a better sequence, increase that club head speed. I hope you found this video really helpful. Smash that like, subscribe button, and you can comment. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm Josh, and we'll see you soon.